Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. It is 6 a.m. now. Happy Thursday. I'm Nicole Hernandez. Now, the past 24 hours or so, we've started to see smoke roll into our region, and that's why we have our meteorologist Thomas Patrick here with us. So, Thomas, what does that air quality actually look like right now?
Yeah, at the moment, the air quality mostly listed as moderate throughout the inland northwest. Of course, we have a very, very large area. Some spots doing a little better, some spots doing just a little bit worse, but most of us sitting in the moderate category. Beautiful sunrise out there, but a bit of that smoke and haze contributing to really how orange it looks outside. It shouldn't be anything severe in terms of the smoke conditions for today, but it is something that we are monitoring very, very closely. So expecting a hazy day overall, with our temperatures now starting to settle down into the 80s today, and could even be cooler this weekend when we get a follow-up storm system. So we'll show you where the air quality alerts are for today and our smoke modeling on that forecast model, all coming up in a few minutes.
We want to take a live look now at I-90. We have a crew there because this trailer appears that it had a fire and is now blocking all of the westbound lanes of I-90. This is out near Post Falls by the Spokane Street exit. This crash and trailer fire is now blocking all of the lanes and causing a good amount of backup heading back into North Idaho. We have seen a tow truck on scene, and it looks like they are working to get rid of the trailer. At this point, though, we don't know if anybody has been hurt. If you would normally take westbound I-90 through Post Falls, be ready for big backups and delays this morning. We'll keep you updated as the morning continues. More breaking news now. Spokane Valley firefighters worked overnight to put out another series of small fires near Mirabou Park. This is video you're looking at from earlier this morning, about 45 minutes ago. Crews still out there working in the area. Firefighters reported at least 4 small fires in the area. They were able to get them contained, and each one burned less than an acre. Firefighters have not said what started the fires yet. And we were telling you about that high fire danger all yesterday morning. Well, 3 new wildfires sparked. Right now, level 3 evacuations are in place south of Long Lake and north of Reardon. This fire is burning in parts of Spokane, Stevens, and Lincoln counties. As of right now, crews think it has burned around 600 acres. Here's a closer look at those level 3 go now evacuations. They are between Farwell Road and the Spokane River, and between McLaughlin Road and SR 231. There are also level 1 evacuations in Stevens County off of Highway 231 and Little Falls Road. Now, you could see smoke from the fire all the way here in Spokane. Here's a look at our downtown camera from last night of that smoke blowing into town. Meanwhile, out in Whitman County, State Route 127 is back open this morning. The road had shut down because of the Central Ferry fire. The area between State Route 127 and Lake Bryan is under level 2 get set evacuation orders right now. That is about 30 miles west of Pullman. Right now, the Washington State Fire Marshal's office says the fire is at least 600 acres. Now out to another fire in Idaho. There are level 3 evacuations in place for this one burning near Athol. The Idaho Department of Lands says it has burned about 675 acres so far. The Department of Lands also says it has destroyed 3 structures. Right now, level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations are in place. We want to give you a look at those level 3 evacuations on your screen right now. All residents on Raven Road, Crosswhite Road, Little Blacktail Road, and east of 2268 Sunset Road should leave immediately. The Red Cross set up an evacuation center at Sagal Elementary School for this fire. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy stopped by the school and spoke to some evacuees.
People living in the evacuated areas are being sent to Sagal Elementary School as the Sunset Fire continues to burn.
It's car after car coming into the evacuation shelter at Sagal Elementary School.
Went and grabbed what I thought was necessary and drove here. My husband and I have been sitting here very quietly and calmly.
As smoke filled the sky from the Sunset Fire, Chris Legursky says having to leave her 28-year home in Carywood was difficult.
Never been evacuated before. Thought I was prepared, but you never really are.
Bob Howard with Bonner County Emergency Management says as crews fight the fire, he and the county's community emergency response team will be taking care of those needing a place to stay.
We're going to provide them some refreshments, try to make them comfortable until such time we have a different plan moving forward for a shelter, or if they get released to go back.
Howard says an overnight emergency shelter will be made available for those evacuated. All the while, Legursky says she's worried more about her neighbors than she is her home.
We have neighbors that are actually still there. They didn't evacuate.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you worried about them?
I'm very worried about them, yes. But it's their choice. Some people just aren't moving.
Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
We want to warn you about a scam going around right now. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says some people have been claiming to be law enforcement in the evacuation zone near the Crescent Road fire. The Sheriff's Office is reminding people deputies are going door to door in the evacuation zone to contact residents. They are not calling or telling homeowners they have to evacuate. The Sheriff's Office says to be skeptical of any phone calls and make sure to check your location with evacuation zones. Well, good news for people living in Bonners County. The Sheriff's Office just released a mobile app to help community members stay connected. It's called Idaho Sheriff Connect. The app will send people emergency alerts directly to their phones. You can find it on the Apple App Store or Google Play. All you have to do is scan the QR code that's at the bottom of your screen right now, and it will take you right to the download link. Okay, we know smoke from a wildfire can be bad for our health, but a new study from Colorado State University found it's also bad for plants. Researchers discovered that plants actually close up their pores so they don't breathe in smoke. The team also discovered plants kind of stopped photosynthesizing when this happens. Then, once the smoke lets up, they say the plants would sort of burp out the leftover smoky gases that they had.
At 6:07, another look at our weather forecast. We're going to focus in on air quality right now. And there are air quality alerts issued for areas in North Idaho here. Yesterday, we did see some drops in air quality, especially in this region, into that orange category, the unhealthy for sensitive groups. At the moment, most of us are kind of riding in the moderate category, AQI listed as 81 here in Spokane, and mostly in the 70s and 80s across the majority of the inland Northwest. Should stay moderate today, but localized drops in air quality are possible, especially into that orange group, unhealthy for some and sensitive groups.